Hey YouTubers, it's RV Camper Living Edward Martin back at you again. My last video got cut off, the battery died on me, but I was showing you earlier the body lines and how the progress on the Nova, and got the left wheel well, or the right wheel well in, the left wheel well is on the table here laying ready to assemble the round bars, the rods to form the shape of the wheel well I'm after. When the hood's back off and all that and this is primered up, I'll take a video of that one. I'll probably wait till I get a coating on it before I show the wheel well again in place. But what I was saying in my last video was, here's the outside part towards the out of the side of the car towards the wheel of the left inner wheel well, and all these little round rods, you can buy them in Depot, wherever you want to get them, hardware store. But these all get hand bent then to match the other one. That's why I'm going to wait to fiberglass that one up and hot glue it into place to hold my shape I need. Now the one on the bottom here, they all get bent. This one for the top already has a little arc in it that I need. You can see it real good. So actually from the top of the car it arcs out and down at the front. So then this one here will get bent, the shape of the opening for the control arm. This one here will get bent, the shape up around the brake line. Then these two openings here are to allow clearance for the brake lines. These are for the brake lines coming off the master cylinder back at you. Then where the other ones come off the proportioning valve and go down underneath the car, come through here like this and down. So what will happen is when I wrap this with fiberglass, with fleece actually, I will push this in so it's concaved inwards and allows my clearance for the brake lines. And down in here, about right in here on it, inside the underneath the between the fender well and the fender is going to be the fuse box where the front wiring harness bolts on. This is where I'm going to make a cover to contain the wiring harness and run it through a fiberglass channel up behind the wheel well, so it'll be out of the way, nothing ever hanging. I'll shove it through the harness that I make out of fiberglass, and I just wanted to put that one up there, finish the other video out. But that's where I'm at with the left one. I'll show that one assembled, you know, as I did my template on my other one earlier, and I was just showing around my body lines. I've always been proud of making them better than factory gaps around everything and fit. Just like I said in another video too, that about cutting this fender right here, pulling this section out so it would be up in the air, and then this section here was way up on an angle, so I cut it here so I could pull it down and up. So I lined up in here. And earlier I made my holes, new holes for the body moldings, corner moldings, the bezels and all that crap, and fit them all in. They all fit fine. Then as I go along and do the windshield washer can, instead of bolting it to a wheel well that's on a slant, I'm going to make it concaved in there so it actually is shaped this shape of the can, so it clears in there, fits in there, bolts right in, unbolt it, take it out. Same with the other side. I'll show that as I go. Like I said in my previous videos, it has a overflow bottle. Instead of putting it on an angle, I'm going to make it sit up in there straight, right up in this corner, and still give me adequate room for to reach the headlight socket from behind if you ever would. And then that'll keep the can back out of the way for the tubing when the cage gets redone to come in and turn and go down to the chassis, which I'll explain more of that again as I do that inner wheel well. But I just wanted to give a briefing again of some progress on it today. Then all my lines are done. Got that to sand. Top just scooped the sand. Then on this side, everything's already fit and finished. See a little bit slower video of all my body lines. Like I said, I'm always proud of them, and nobody ever hates them, because they see, there's just an example, my neat gap, and then here's the factory humongous gap to be taken care of at a later date when we get the car back. This is strictly just to fit the front end. Then I get carried away and do more work. But then here you can see the gap, the trunk, how wide all that stuff is, which is like unacceptable for old cars. So I can get my whole finger in there. And down at this end of the back of the trunk, it's a heck of a lot smaller. Can barely get a good 1/8 inch out of it. So that's, I mean, it's all going to get fit and finish. Look better than it was when it rolled in, better than new. And this here, I don't know if you can see it, I got the crimp tool out and crimping the wheel well here to get that patch panel laid in, welded in tomorrow. See how far it was cut out. And we have the inner wheel well to do. But this is it. Nice straight body lines. Do a couple more. This is all by me by hand. Everything's hand blocked, of course. And then, of course, once it's painted, I'm gonna post videos up of how nice they look. I'm just showing a couple more close-ups of that nice even gaps. And then I'm gonna call it a night. Nice even gaps all the way around. Back at the cow. The cow itself. Going across here. And then the body line here, they're all like dead on. You gotta be real particular with this stuff. My gap here at the hood is exactly the same as the other. So like I said in the other video, the radius went up around like this, and I filled it all, glassed it all in, smoothed her up. And then, like I said, this exact shape is the exact shape on the other side. No fans or buts. I wouldn't let it go if it was anything but the same. So they make one side and make a template, then I transfer it to the other side. It's the best way I know how to do it. And I still got that right quarter panel mess you can hardly see back there to do. So I'm gonna cut this one off short. I hope you all like it. And there's somebody out there that likes some kind of car body paint work videos, because I always watch them myself, see what people are doing different too. Alright, YouTubers, have a good one.